Good morning, folks. We've got space weather, Earth weather, cosmology, exoplanets, and more. We're looking at 171 angstroms emitted by ionized iron in the solar corona. Let's go to spaceweathernews.com and find it is coronal holes rather than sunspots we notice. Fairly sizable one on the south there, crossing geo-effective heliographic longitudes today. About the closest we have to excitement on the sun is around the limbs. Billions of tons of plasma dancing in filaments and defying gravity with the help of electromagnetic forces. The solar wind reaching Earth is relatively calm and steady, except for the calming further the last 8 hours. Geomagnetism at Earth is quiet. The only note up top in blue, phi-angle fields pointing sun to Earth. That's the coronal hole facing Earth now, and that's a watch for excess magnitude seismic events for the next 48 hours. Tornadoes continued to drop in the States yesterday. Always good when someone is paying attention, stays safe, and delivers excellent footage. We've got flooding, levees breaching, so speaking of paying attention, stop texting. Welcome back. Arkansas isn't the only state with large regions underwater. This is going to continue tonight and again on Sunday night and Monday night, and pretty much every night for the next week. Many regions will be hit more than once. Many regions will see one storm inundations that take on record marks. Eyes open, here's some more notes on the precipitation, the cold, the wet, the records, and the hail, which has been problematic in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and the United States. Running across the net overnight was a story about extreme particle physics on the sun. Gorgeous images coming with it. But I read the press release and I couldn't make out the first hint of what on earth they had actually accomplished. Well, the actual paper was much more helpful. Pulsating electron signatures in the corona, related to plasma instabilities and with strong implications for controlling plasma instabilities in earthly labs, is driven by magnetohydrodynamic properties there rather than magnetic reconnection. Dr. Peratt must be proud. Let's go next to the Large Magellanic Cloud. To be sure, this is one of the most studied aspects of the sky, especially with its prominence in orbit around the Milky Way. A new international collaboration dissecting the infrared view even further has discovered a never-before-seen signature widely distributed throughout the zone. The explanation is a new, never-before-known dust population. The new discoveries of dust only further the resolve in stating we don't see all the luminous matter in the universe, and that the covert dust and plasma to be discovered is in fact an enormous fraction of dark matter. Speaking of dark matter, well, not really. Veteran observers know the Xenon 1T dark matter search is one of the most touted and expensive efforts to find a magic made-up particle they now claim is the size of hundreds of millions of protons. This is literally a paper in one of the top cosmology journals on Earth, describing the excellence of the test and machine, and also how it hasn't found anything. I could not make that up. Up next, real things once again. 18 new Earth-size exoplanets are reported here, and the cool thing is, it demonstrates the volume of data analysis still to be done. Not a single new image was taken, only review of what previous studies overlooked. That's grinding it out old school and is worthy of top praise. Speaking of exoplanets, but this time one so big they cause a wobble in the host star, and which are far enough away from it that they act like Jupiter or Saturn in our system. Meteor magnets that may have allowed the inner system to calm down enough for complex life to form. Interesting article. Back to cosmology at scale. Astrophysics here at the HH211 protostellar system, where the Taurus jet model is on display, flexing and is threaded with the toroidal and poloidal magnetic fields of the system. Central region surrounds its electric current sheet. And last but not least, there has been no response from Manasvi Lingam at Harvard to our comment on his recent paper. We reiterate our respectful requests to Manasvi Lingam, Harvard, and the Center for Astrophysics, and believe that there should be a considerable interest on the part of Dr. Lingam, given the evidence presented and cited in our commentary. Link to the video is below. FYI, the app stores are currently reviewing the new version for approval. This is the last chance to be part of the first generation and keep that first generation price as well. We greatly appreciate your support. We've got wind maps and shots of our star to close, and we'll do this all again tomorrow, right here, but right now it's 4:20 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open, no fear. Be safe, everyone.